Thanksgiving celebrations are just around the corner. At the mere mention of the holiday, mouths begin to water in anticipation of juicy turkeys stuffed rich with dressing and the comforting aroma of warm pumpkin pies eagerly rising in the oven. Less likely to spring to mind, though, are the women who played important roles in establishing this holiday as a national festival. It is a little known, but nonetheless significant fact, that Thanksgiving, a national day of shared acknowledgement and gratitude for the blessings bestowed in each of our lives, was influenced by an insightful woman who saw the need for this holiday to be a national day of reflection. The very first Thanksgiving was in St. Augustine, Florida, on September 8, 1565, when Spanish settlers held a Catholic Mass and feast celebrating their arrival. Most Americans, though, believe that the first Thanksgiving took place in Massachusetts' Plymouth, after surviving pilgrims there endured a harsh year. They had arrived in December 1620, and in the autumn of 1621, the Pilgrims and the Wampanoags gave thanks for the colony's first harvest. More than 200 years later, during the midst of the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln declared a day of Thanksgiving in response to lobbying by Sarah Josepha Hale. Perhaps best known for penning the lyrics to the classic nursery rhyme, Mary Had a Little Lamb, she was an enormously talented writer and the editor of the era's most popular magazine, Godey's Lady's Book. Hale had launched an assiduous campaign for Thanksgiving, lobbying presidents who served prior to Lincoln, including Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, and James Buchanan. She wholeheartedly believed that Thanksgiving, like the 4th of July, should be considered a national festival and observed by all our people. In an 1858 editorial, Hale opined, "We are most happy to agree with the large majority of the governors of the different states, as shown in their unanimity of action for several past years, and which, we hope, will this year be adopted by all, that the last Thursday in November shall be the day of national thanksgiving for the American people. Let this day, from this time forth, as long as our banner of stars floats on the breeze, be the grand Thanksgiving holiday of our nation, when the noise and tumult of worldliness may be exchanged for the laugh of happy children, the glad greetings of family reunion, and the humble gratitude of the Christian heart. This truly American festival falls this year on the 25th day of this month." Firm establishment of the date, however, was a long time coming. One reason for the delay was because many people in the former Confederate states identified Thanksgiving with Lincoln and refused to adopt what they saw as a Yankee tradition. Finally, in 1941, under the administration of President Roosevelt, Congress passed a resolution establishing the fourth Thursday in November as the federal Thanksgiving holiday. Roosevelt had encouraged the idea during the Great Depression as a way to encourage holiday spending, and Congress took its definitive action just after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. Like Lincoln's first federalization of the holiday during the Civil War, Americans under attack in World War II felt more strongly about being grateful for peace and prosperity, something that most of the world lacked. So when we gather round the table to carve the turkey this year, let us pause to reflect on the spirited efforts of our own Mother of Thanksgiving, Sarah Josepha Hale. Gobble, gobble!